It might help if I turn the microphone on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors. You know how that goes. What's going on, guys? I'm David.
And I'm Cale.
What's up, man?
Nothing much. Just getting ready for race season.
We got our buddy Cale Maybin back with us, hanging out with me today, co-hosting from home over there. One day he's going to get down here and sit in the new studio with me. One day.
Yeah, I need to get down there.
You do, man. You need to bring the cars on down here and let's set them up and go run asphalt one time.
I don't know.
We can do it. Won't be much to it.
We'll have to see.
What you been up to, man?
Me and Levi has just been working on the new car, getting it ready to go and getting it built out. And Levi had to make a mad dash to Charlotte to take his engine down there. So we just been working on my car, getting it ready to go. And then after we get it ready, he's going to drive my last year's car until we get his motor back. So at least he'll have something to drive.
Well, there you go. Then what I'm going to have to do is once he gets his back, I'm going to have to come up there and jump in the backup car one time and run dirt.
Come on. That'd be fun.
Oh, fun.
That'd be a fun experience, different experience for you.
Oh, that
in the
would
legend
be.
car.
That would be. I'd love it. I got a seat sitting up here ready to go in it, if I need it. So.
Yeah. I don't know what size seat you need, but there's a
big enough.
There's a 16 in it right now.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta have at least 17. Oh, what we got here? Let's see. Our buddy Zachary Matthews. He said we need to have a poll for what everybody thinks Bucky Matthews will have thrown at him first this racing. He's had punches, water bottles, and everything else so far. I agree with you, Zachary, 100%. 100%. He's going to have something thrown at him real soon. Might just be me. I'll throw a punch at him for the fun of it. So anyway, man, let's talk about y'all a little bit. Obviously, like you said, getting stuff ready. What's if anybody hadn't heard already, what's new for the race season for you?
Just the new car, and I got the new MC09 in it, the new disc brakes, and gonna have the new AFCO shocks in there. So I'm gonna have up to date stuff, that they've been putting out these last couple of years. And our schedule looks pretty good, and we got one big race in Wisconsin we're going to up in Beaver Dam. Levi and I, and I think about 6 or 7 other Ohio guys, we're going to go up there, and it's 10,000 to win legend race. So
nice.
We're going to try to go up there and just go race a different track that we had never raced on in another state, and just have fun and see how good we can do.
How far is that from y'all? Do you know?
9 hours, maybe.
That's not too bad.
No, because it takes 6 to get to Chicago.
Yeah.
So it's just about probably 2 or 3 hours past that.
Okay. Cool. So y'all got a season starting up about middle of next month, right?
April 5th at Atomic.
April 5th. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're going to be the second night of the World Outlaws Late Models night.
Oh.
They got a double header, but we're the second night. Yeah, it's a support class.
That'd be cool. That's always it's always pretty interesting. I mean, I know y'all have done it quite a bit when y'all are a support class for super late models, because the track goes through a lot of changes real quick when you put super late models on it.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it just gets on the high side and not a lot of passing.
Especially Atomic.
Especially Atomic, and it's really fast for our cars.
Yeah.
And
so y'all just hammer down pretty much.
Yeah, you don't even hardly let off or no brake, nothing. Just go. And the Lucas Oil will be there this Friday at Atomic.
Sweet.
But we're not one of the support classes for them this week. So.
But are you going?
No.
Why not?
because before the schedule came out, I bought my wife for Christmas tickets to Jim Gaffigan
Oh,
and Jerry Seinfeld is
oh,
opening up for him. I don't really know him that much, but
you don't know Jerry Seinfeld?
I know he had a TV show, I think, but I never watched it.
I just think it's
I was
funny.
always,
I just think it's funny that he's opening for Jim Gaffigan.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's interesting.
We're going to Columbus that Friday night to see that. So
Sweet. We got what we got down here this weekend. This weekend we got Florence Motor Speedway running. I'm probably I may be over there. I've been asked to go spot for a bandolero over there, but also I know our buddies Derek McGrew Jr. They're coming down and going to be at Lakeview racing. So yeah, I'm torn on which way to go.
yeah, they well they got those big races down here that up from the north coming down here, don't they?
Well, actually, they do have the what are them things called? It's a late model series that's coming around. It's a Blue Ridge Outlaw Late Models. That's what it is. They'll be at Lakeview, but Lakeview has started running the crate, like the Northeast crate modifieds, as a weekly class down here,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and they've got a good field of them already. I mean, they got 10, 12 cars that are coming every week to it. So they've kind of, I want to say this is their second race of the year right now. So coming up over there at Lakeview. So that'd be pretty cool to see. Derek McGrew Jr. has been able to win one over there, and he's run up front like every time and had a couple problems. But I think he's on spring break coming up, so he's going to stick around. I'm trying to find him a ride over at Dillon Motor Speedway the following weekend. So if anybody listening has got anything, trust me, Junior does not care. If it can be a legend car, it can be a street stock, he don't care. Late model Charger car or whatever, if he can jump in it, and Derek Jr., has an ARCA start as well, everybody. So, I mean, it's not like he don't know what he's doing. And ran good in it, too. So,
That's what I was going to ask. He does have some asphalt experience.
oh, yeah. Yeah. So, if anybody's got anything he can jump in while he's down from New York, that would be pretty cool to have him race with us over at Dillon Motor Speedway.
Lucky Penny.
Lucky Penny ain't quite done. It's going to be done then, but I don't want to throw him in and not know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And you throwing it out there before I put it out there? No, I'm just kidding, Gil. I really don't. If everybody couldn't figure that out, no. If everybody couldn't figure that out already, I kind of put out there, what color y'all think? And everybody's just like, it's gonna be another Lucky Penny. I was like, oh, y'all like it too? I liked it.
Yeah, I like it, especially with that aqua color on there as the number on your legend car.
Yeah,
That looks good.
it's pretty much gonna be the blown up version of that. So. I actually been working on vinyl and stuff all week. Well, I worked on it last week while I wasn't sick. So I'm gonna tell you, during the show last week, if anybody was watching and could tell, I started feeling like total crap during the show. And I mean, I was sick as a dog. And like I did not work Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I was so sick.
Dang.
And it was
I know we had planned for me to be on last week, and I'm glad Connor showed up because I wasn't feeling very good either.
You talked it right up in me, apparently. Nah, it worked out well. But man, I don't know. Something jumped on me, and it was I don't know, it was like some serious sinus stuff, but I started running some fever with it too, and like Tuesday, I did not get out of bed. Did not move.
Wow.
Like I couldn't hardly move. Bucky asked, why we got to mess with him all the time? Because you're fun to mess with, Bucky. If you was here, I'd throw something at you. I was looking for something I could throw at the screen right now, but I don't have nothing soft enough. So, but yeah, so it's been a week. I wanted to get a whole lot more done on the car, but we're getting into short rows. We got to get it back over to Chad, my buddy Chad Webster. We got to get back over to his shop, do some setup stuff on it. Other than that, we got a few more panels put on it, and I got to put all the vinyl on it. I got it all pretty much cut out for the most part. I got a few more pieces to cut, print, all that stuff. And yeah, I do old school vinyl. I guess old school vinyl now. It don't, I think old school. I think still hand painting the car is what I think. But
yeah,
now with all these wraps and stuff, I guess the old layering vinyl is kind of old school now. And I don't know. I'm just still stuck in that. I like wrap. I like looking at other people's wraps. I'll put it that way. I don't like them for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just
right.
It's not my style. I mean, a lot of people have great looking cars, great looking wraps, all that stuff. I don't know. There's just something. I like the whole entire car to match. It have a scheme to it. It just the entire thing to match. I do all the logos in one color, which I know a lot of wraps do too, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I keep it not very busy, simple. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll look good.
And that's what's so crazy is now simple is different.
Yeah. Some of these wraps get crazy.
Dude, that's my thing. And I think
busy.
that's the biggest thing. Like looking at your car, I can see everything on it. You know what I'm saying? The wraps that you've had on yours, like the pictures on the wall right there beside you, you can still see everything in it. But there's some wraps now that they just get so crazy. It's like you lose everything in it. It's just like it just looks like a blur that's sitting still.
Right. Yeah, there's some of them are busy.
Very.
So, man, that's a little too much.
There was one at the and he apparently I don't know the guy, so I apologize for not knowing the name. But there's a guy that races street stocks. He come up and ran the New Year's Bash, and I'm sorry if I don't know the name. Somebody probably called the name out. And not that the car was bad looking. The car was not bad looking, but it was neon pink and yellow and white and some black and neon green. And I mean, oh my God. I mean, it stood out. I promise you. If your goal was I want my car to stand out, you achieved the goal. 100%. 100%. And it didn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. It did not look bad. Now, for me, it's just way too busy. But some people was like, man, look at that car. That's awesome looking. And to each his own, obviously. I mean, like I said, it did not look bad. But boy, it was busy.
Bright and busy.
Bright and busy. And speaking of wraps, our buddy Matt Grantham, he's on here. He talking about poor Bucky. Yeah, poor Bucky, whatever. He just got his truck wrapped. It looks good. It's not overly busy. I can deal with not overly busy. And where you can still read numbers and stuff on it. That's my thing. I hate it when
Did he sell all his legend cars?
He did.
Wow.
I was going to spot for him at Florence last time. In the middle of the day, right after qualifying, I got a call. Sold the car while he was there, so he didn't race. I was like, well, oh well. Good. Glad you sold the car.
Yeah. Knowing my luck, if I sold a car like that, then you go out there and race it and wreck it and
That's what he thought too.
Yeah. Smart move.
But I'm going to tell you, I do want to talk about it real quick while we're sitting here. Got a few more minutes. We had a race over at Dillon Motor Speedway this past weekend. I know people probably saw me put up a couple things from out at the track. It was the Vintage Race Car Nationals at Dillon Motor Speedway. And there was a pile of vintage race cars on hand for sure. But they also threw in legend cars and randomly trucks. So Neil Meredith won trucks over there. I'd love to tell you who all won all the vintage classes, but they have so many classes. I have no clue. I hadn't seen a rundown from it. I know I may have missed it. But, man, let me tell you something, though. I'll tell you about one car. There was one that was a 1957 Chevrolet, super late model. And I'm telling you, that thing, it had to have every bit of 800 horsepower motor in it. And it was no 1957 Chevrolet. It was a super late model with a body that resembled a 1957 Chevrolet. But let me tell you something. That thing was awesome. That thing was so fast. I swear it looked like he'd get to the flag stand and it break loose on him. Just spin the tires down straight away.
Dang.
There was I think that's so, and there was about 3 or 4 cars like that out there. There was a Mustang that was like that would just absolutely fly. I'm gonna tell you, there's some of the biggest motors I ever seen, or most powerful motors I ever seen at that racetrack ever. And so they were a lot of fun.
What tires did they run?
Just our standard, I think. I don't know what they had to run. I mean, I didn't look exactly what they had, but I mean, it looked like F45s or P25s or something like that. So
everybody had the same tire, like
slicks.
Hoosier or whatever.
For the most part. I know there's some. I think for the most part, there is a couple. There's a couple classes out there that have some old Cup cars in it, and I want to say some of them did have some good years on them.
Good years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they kind of run whatever they want to, for the most part. I don't know all their rules because it's kind of a whole different set of rules than just the regular racetrack rules. So,
but
no, it's fun to watch. They had a lot of racing, that's for sure. But the legend cars, man, that first race out there, dude, they tore up some cars. It was. And one of the worst ones was under caution. Yeah.
Under caution.
It's awful. And they're allowed to have spotters. That's what's so bad. I'm like, I obviously didn't have a spotter or something. There was a spin down in turn, I think I turned 4 or something like that. Well, they go all the way through turn 2, slowing down on the backstretch. Somebody obviously did not get the word that anybody was slowing down. He wrapped the bumper of the car that he hit around his radiator. I mean, wrapped it around the radiator.
Dang.
I was like, are you... Now, they had a second race out there. They had a non-winners race. They got that car back out and going for that second race, actually. So, I mean, it didn't. They had to put a radiator in it and had to, some front end work. But, dude, it was one of the hardest hits I ever seen in a legend car. But, man, this is my issue with legend cars here lately. I mean, down here, especially on asphalt, I don't know if y'all are having to deal with it, but there's so many people that's getting out there, and it just seems like it's their first time ever in a race car. But I know it's not. They've been in a good bit, and it's just like, y'all strap on a helmet and just lose y'all's absolute mind.
We see that every once in a while, but not real often.
No. I know, I know you saw it, and this is what I don't understand. Y'all don't have too much issue up where you're at and doing the racing that that you're doing. But when y'all even came down to Fayetteville for the, what is that considered, nationals down there, I guess it's.
Yeah, Dirt Nationals.
Dirt Nationals. It got pretty wild there.
Yeah.
And that's how they always race there. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I mean, I don't know. I ain't talking jump by the class, but man, people just got to use their head a little bit, you know? I mean, that's every class, but legend cars, in my opinion, and you know, they're too fast. And, you know, for what we're doing, for you to not have a good head behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
I mean, it ain't like a toy out there, by no means.
It just seems like they're getting faster and faster. And
I've asked this a couple times to a few different people. Nobody's yet to give me a straight answer. So let's see if you will. Are legend cars getting?
I doubt it.
Are legend cars getting too fast?
I don't know about the asphalt side, but a couple tracks for us probably yes. But for the majority of the tracks we race, you know, the speed stays down. It's just driver. You know what I mean? But like Atomic, we get going pretty good there.
Well, let me tell you, last race over at Timmonsville or Florence Motor Speedway the other week.
Florence.
Yep. Pole sitter for the Legends qualified about 0.3 of a second faster than Charger cars.
Huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's moving. And those little things.
Yeah. That's my thing. And they're getting that fast, but yet the age is going down.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking away from everybody because there are some 10-year-olds out there that can drive with the absolute best of them. Let's see. Bando was running in 71 at Southern National. So just think of what the Legends were running. Yeah. I said Bandoleros running 71 miles an hour at Southern National. So if Bandoleros were running that, you know, Legends down the straightaway over 100.
100, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, there are some 10-year-olds out there that can drive with the absolute best of them. I promise you there are. I'm not saying there's not, but not every one of them can.
Yeah.
They have not been in a car long enough to make good, sound decisions, in my opinion, to be running that fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I get you got to progress and go somewhere. I get that. But we're getting them too fast. They're just too fast. I mean, and I'm not saying you need to necessarily slow the motor down. I'm saying you got to take handling away. They're, introducing new shocks and everything, which you got to get, just like you are. If not, you're behind in the game. With new brakes, everybody's like, the brakes don't, a lot of people are like, well, brakes don't really speed you up. Yeah, they do. And it's not the point of pushing them that speeds you up. It's the rolling resistance and rolling weight, rotating weight and stuff like that. You get faster with brakes. There's so much stuff that they're doing to those cars now that's just making them faster and faster and faster. And at some point in time, you got to take handling away from them so these boys learn. Because, dude, I'm watching the in-car cameras on some of these guys. They're going in the corner, cracking the throttle, and they're almost flat foot back in it.
On the asphalt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. They don't need to handle so good that you can drive it like that. You need to learn to work at the craft and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's head over, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for The Dirt with Racing Jason. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, bud?
Another day in paradise. You know it.
You're living a dream, one nightmare at a time, right?
That's what we say. That's what we say over and over. What you been up to?
Yep. Well, a little bit of racing this weekend, man. A little dirt flew.
I like it when the dirt flies.
Yeah, man. Wouldn't have it any other way. Have it any other way.
Other than, dirt flying off asphalt, because some of your dirt guys have headed over to the asphalt this past weekend.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. I need to talk to you, bro.
Uh oh.
Yeah, you got me in trouble, man.
I got you in trouble. What'd I do?
You got me in trouble, bro.
What did I do?
Man, here I am. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna say his name, bro. He's a pretty cool guy. Okay. I'm at the race. I'm in Lancaster. And I get a paragraph this big. I am blown up. Man, you took that picture and you posted up, taking all the credit. I said, "Whoa, what picture? What are you talking about?" And it showed me the analytics. I only pay attention to the analytics.
Yeah.
So he showed me his analytics that he got off the picture. I got the picture. I'm not 100% sure on that. I was like, "Why are you sending me this? What is this?" "Oh, that's that picture that you posted." I said, "Man, I don't know nothing about that picture, man. That picture was sent to me, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Are you making a big deal out of it for real?" And I did. I posted that Dale McDowell picture up. I don't know, one day last week. Two people reposted it. Like, I care. I don't care. So what's the big deal about it? So anyways, but you got me in trouble, bro.
Oh,
yeah, you got me in trouble.
I'll take
bro.
it.
I mean, here I'm at the race. I'm at the race, and this guy wants to have a Twitter battle. Really, bro? So I deleted the picture. I said, "Man, I'll delete it, man. It's no big thing. I'm not sweating it, bro."
That's literally what you're supposed. That's what people like, isn't it? Is when you share pictures.
I thought.
That's what I thought.
Evidently not, Dave. It's frowned upon right now.
Oh, okay.
So I stole it.
You stole it.
I stole that picture. I stole it, bro.
I steal a lot of pictures. They can get mad if they want to. I don't care.
Hey, well, I didn't tell him you sent it to me. Now you just told him yourself. I said, "Man, look, it's not a big deal." Hello?
I'll be all right.
Oh, I slept very good, actually.
What did they say? Come at me, bro.
Oh no, I just have some nerve. I want to take credit, for something. His 22 or 23 followers or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't be talking about my followers on Twitter.
Oh no, you got more. You got like 3 times as more than he does.
Oh, I don't have.
Yeah, he's actually got 22 followers.
Oh dang! So, yeah. Oh dang!
Okay.
I think I got a few hundred at least on there. We're okay.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, bro. Okay.
I got the Facebook side covered. Facebook.
Oh,
works.
Is that right? Is that
Facebook,
right?
Facebook works for podcasts for whatever reason. Facebook works for podcasts.
Could you imagine, bro? Could you imagine the drama that I would have on freaking Facebook, man?
I would. Can we please? Let's do it.
No, I'm on X as far as I'm going, bro. Twitter.
Do you just want to log in for the Chicken Bone Alley page? I mean, what do you want?
Oh no! I want to stay as far away from that drama field as I can, bro. I'm good.
I see the. I see it as any publicity is good publicity, right?
Well, that's what one of my friends, he said, "Man, if Racing Jason posts it, he's got over 14,000 followers. You got only 22. It goes a heck of a lot further with him, don't you think? He's doing you a favor, actually." I was like, "Bro, you know what? I'm not even going to comment anymore. I'm at a race."
And I do try to do it for my photographer buddies. I mean, if there is a photographer that takes a picture, I'll put the little photo credit thing on something. Sometimes.
Oh, I do that too. If I know who was sent, yeah.
If I know who done it, exactly. If I know whose it is.
Well, anybody that watching this, do us all a favor. How about this watermark it? Do us all a favor.
Watermark it. I like it.
Yeah. Then we ain't got to worry about that no more.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to
There
me.
you go.
Oh well, what is up in the dirt world, man? We got Cale on here with us today. He's dirting it in the legend cars, and he's gonna be up there racing with the World Outlaws there as a support class here at Atomic coming up. So
Okay, Cale. Good luck, Cale.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll be watching, brother. I'll be watching. Well,
All right.
no, I won't. Sorry. I'll be at Swainsboro. My bad.
you'll be where?
I'll Swainsboro.
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 Swainsboro. That's right. You know what's so funny, Dave? Dave. Did you see that video I posted with Hudson O'Neal?
I seen a few videos you posted. I'm trying to remember which one.
I was going to ask. So I figured we only had one guy from Smoky Mountain come down Saturday, man. You know how disappointed I was, bro.
I really figured more would show up. I really did.
I was crushed. I got a question for you. I got a question for you.
He's got a whole sheet over here. I'm scared.
But I was so disappointed. So I was gonna ask. So I figured Guston have been there. You know, some of them guys who don't ever come. Well, I asked Huddy. I said, "How you pronounce this place? Lancaster or Lancaster?" He didn't want to. He didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. No, he didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. He said, "I'm smarter than that." So yeah.
Tell me in South Carolina, this is Lancaster.
Yeah, man, I'm from Indiana, bro. It don't matter to me what you call this place.
We are in South Carolina. Actually, it might not be a Lancaster, it's just Lancaster.
Swainsboro, not Burrow.
Burr. That's like it's like Cale's favorite driver, Cale Yarborough.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Out of Little River, Austin Yarborough.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
what you want to ask me, bro? Ask me.
Nah, I was kind of along the same lines what you were talking about. You know, only one driver coming down. What's the deal with that? Why didn't you think more didn't show up? I mean, I really thought some of them guys would be like, "Hey, let's go race."
Got a question for you right down here. Let's get to the results first, and I'll get into all that.
Cool. Let's do it.
Because I got a question for you. Matter of fact, I got two questions for you.
Cool.
Okay, I got two topics for you. All right, where you want to start? You want to start at Smoky Mountain? You want to start at Lancaster? Where you want to go?
Let's go Smoky Mountain. That was first, I guess.
All right, Bobby Pierce. Hey, and you know, in the victory lane, he does not like Brett Clay down here. You know, he drove the dumb Benson car one year. Yeah. So did Devin. They do not like the dirt down here. That's why they said, "Okay, that's it for us. I'm gone." Yeah. Okay. When they're done. See you. But yeah, man, Pierce, man. Let's give a shout out to Sam C. Wright, bro.
Yeah.
Let's give a shout out to Sam C. Wright. Hung it with them boys Friday night and finished 7th.
That's a good showing for them.
And won last night unsanctioned at Dirt River.
Yep.
Way to go, Sam C. Wright.
Good job.
Okay, that was Smoky Mountain. How about Timothy Culp? You know, Timothy Culp hasn't raced that much because you know he's had a kid over the last couple of years.
Ah, that's what's going on. I didn't really know.
And he won 5,000.
Yeah, that's sweet.
By Springfield. Yeah. That's a cool dude, man. I met Culp at the World Finals, man, years ago. Okay, Lancaster. 16 right. Showed up. Dave, 16, bro. Come on, man. 16.
That's all. 16. The Southern Thunder.
Yeah. 16.
I don't get it. I know the weather was calling for so, but man, it wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm not far from there. It was all right. We had a couple little sprinkles throughout the day, but I mean, we knew it wasn't coming until Sunday.
Yeah, everybody did. I monitored the whole week.
Yeah,
monitored the whole week. I was thinking 40, bro. When they said Friday night Smokey got canceled, I said, "Oh my God, we're gonna have 40 cars tomorrow." That's why I got to Detroit yesterday, Saturday 11:30, bro. I was there.
Wow.
Setting up, grilling. I was grilling at 12.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I had Shannon Munn. Shannon Munn pulled up in a 4-wheeler. We talked for like 10 minutes, man. He's awesome, man. The promoter of Lancaster, Shannon Munn. Shout out. You're awesome.
Good. He is really good. He
Awesome.
I messaged him one day and told him we were coming to hang. I think it was at the back one of the last. What was that? A World Outlaws race they had there, or was it Lucas?
World Outlaws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Told him I was coming up. He was like, come see me when you get here.
God, so you went to that race? Me and Boom Breeze showed the beer after the race, man.
I was standing right there actually when y'all did it. Yes, I was. No. I was standing right there when y'all done that actually, and I think it was after that night that I actually followed you on Twitter.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. I had no idea. How about that? That's a small world. I did not know that. But yeah, I was at that race. Hey, I went in Big Blue that night, man. Yep. How many people get going Big Blue?
Nah, not many.
Not many. I was standing there, and Brandon Shepherd was, at the cabinets, on the countertop right there. I said, Brandon, hey man, you got any XLs? He said, yeah, come on in. Yeah, I just froze. I looked at Mark. Mark said, go ahead. I said, oh my God, I get to walk in Big Blue. That was pretty amazing.
I remember I interviewed him right at the back of the trailer that night, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'll be damn. I wish I'd known you then, bro. Damn, Dave. Well, I'm glad we buzzed now, bud.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's get to these two questions. These two. I want your opinion on this, Dave.
Uh-oh.
All right. Number one. Was it the weather Saturday? Nobody came to Lancaster, or half miles a die and breed? Because there's no many half mile tracks anymore. It's half miles a die and breed. Nobody wants to go to them.
I think that's exactly it. And we talked about that last week a little bit with our buddy. Well, we didn't talk with him, but we talked about it with Will Harrington. People were asking where to go, and they're like, or he asked, where was racing, and they're like Lancaster, and he's like, nah, not doing it. I think if it's not I hate to say it, but if it's not, Eldora or something like that, they don't want a half mile. If it's not a big sweeping corner that they, don't feel like they're just going, they got to, I'm trying to think of how to put this politically correct.
Yeah.
If it takes a little more driving, I guess we'll say, like Lancaster does, because Lancaster does. You don't just throw it up there and you got to drive it through the corner. You got to finesse it through that corner. It's not just a wide open, you got to not run into the wall, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't send it.
You can't just send it wide open. No, you're not just sending it in there. You got to finesse it around the corner, and I just think a lot of guys, there aren't many of those tracks left. They've cut them all down, and they just don't like them anymore. We had to, Fayetteville kind of died to the same thing. And not that I don't like Fayetteville now. I like Fayetteville now, but I think it actually helped the racing there personally.
Tremendously.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
And that's what stinks is, you look at Lancaster and be like, man, Lancaster would probably have some good racing if they're doing the same thing, but I don't want them to. I want that big half mile. I want something different. The big half mile is something different now, but I'm kind of on that a lot of guys don't like the big tracks. What you think, Cale?
I don't really know with the late models why they wouldn't go to the big tracks, other than Eldora, but Florence in Kentucky is a half mile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's shaped so different. It's like a Fairbury. It's like a Fairbury. Yeah. Yeah. But Cale, the only thing I can really compare Lancaster to is Port Royal.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But Port Royal got more of a sweeping turn. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say a little more sweep to it. Yeah. Lancaster's pretty tight.
Lancaster's like Martinsville.
Yep.
But higher bank.
That's exactly
right. Paperclip. Wouldn't you say the paperclip?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And that's why I like it. I don't know, where'd you set up at when you went this past weekend?
Me?
Yeah, you said you was grooming
Parking
out.
lot.
Where'd you set up?
Parking lot.
Parking lot.
On top of the hill. On top of that hill.
I got you. Now, me and Sterling went there. Was it during that race? Yeah, it was during that World Outlaw race. We parked down in the middle of 3 and 4 infield. And I'm going to tell you, that was one of the coolest places to watch. Now, granted, you couldn't see the other end of the track, but you could really see what they were doing in that corner and how much they were having to drive it. And, I mean, it looked like them guys, you know, it's the old school backing it in the corner. And that's what it looked like they were doing. They get to the end of the straightaway, and it looked like they spin the car around and back it down into the corner. And, man, it's so – I don't know. That is awesome to watch from the inside of that track.
It's just so fast, man. That place is just – them motors Saturday night, man, they were just paid out, bro. I mean, you could just hear the regular whoa, going into the doggone 1 and 2.
And I think that's another thing, too.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, I think that's another thing, too, that you just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
They were just talking about it. It was just talked about this past week. I heard something talking about some of the super late model guys. Possibly they're hearing close to some motors close to 1,000 horsepower out there, and they're putting between $60,000 to $80,000 in some of these motors now, and they don't want it hanging RPM like that. I mean, and if that's the case, I can't necessarily blame them.
I can't.
And that is why I'm on dirt. And you may not like this. And I'm the same way for dirt and asphalt. I like the CT 525.
Oh, 525s? Oh, limiteds? Oh,
no, well, I don't like it for a limited. I like it for a open super motor. I get what you mean. I get what you about to say is I want this super. I want it all out. But man, and I agree. I love seeing the big horsepower. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing the big horsepower. Love it. But we all know a dirt super late model guy ain't just out there raking in the NASCAR millions. And they're not going to be able, they're just not going to be able to sustain consistently buying $60,000-$80,000 motors.
Not about two at a time, or whatever. Who can do that? Who can do that?
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm all about if we could somehow, and it had to be done right. I'm not saying, but really introduce the 525 to the super world.
I agree. Because the 525 puts that much, not really horsepower, but it's torque. I mean, they just got
low RPM torque.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would that make the racing better?
It wouldn't
I
hurt.
think it would.
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen Banjo Duke. He run when he was running the late model a few years ago. He ran over there with the Ultimates, run a 525 and dogged them.
He just won the Gibbons Memorial last year in the 525.
Yep.
For Gerald Mills.
Yep.
The Mills. Yeah.
Exactly. So
you can, Cale, check this out. You can, if you really wanted to, you could run a 525 with Eldor.
Oh yes.
You really could.
Oh yes.
You really don't have to use that much brake going on the corner because the 525's got so much, like I said, torque and stuff where you ain't really got to hit the brake and send it. 525, just let off the gas and go.
That's right.
That'd be awesome to see.
Yeah.
Well, and there are some out there. It's just not the popular thing right now. And
That's right. Like you said, everybody wants the bigger the better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I will say, when I went to back at the Cars Racing Show up in Hickory, I went to it, and they had they put on what they called the Engine Builder Summit, and that was their main topic for the big engine builder. Hendren was around there. Earl Ramey was over there. I'm trying to remember who else. There was another engine builder there, and that was their that was the
Andy Durham. Andy Durham?
No, it wasn't Andy. I can't remember who it was. But anyway,
Cornette?
Who was that?
Cornette?
It may have been. It may have been, but that was their topic of this discussion was the 525 and how they would, because I know Earl Ramey, Hendren, and whoever it was, might have been Cornette. They are all suppliers of the 525 now, and so they kind of trying to they want to push it, and because $60,000 or completely dressed out, about $15,000. I mean,
you can buy both of them.
Exactly.
And I really do. Like Cale just said, I really think it make racing better because you're limited in what you got. You really can't do that much to the 525. So I think the fields would be more packed together.
All right, I'm gonna step on some toes right here, probably, Jason. Probably with you more than anything.
Fine.
And me and Cale actually just talked about this with legend cars. I think legend cars have gotten too fast, personally. And I think they need to do something, not necessarily to take the horsepower back out of it, but to take the handling back out of it so the boys got to drive the cars more. Do you think that could solve some of this problem? Because if the car don't handle as much, you don't need as much horsepower. You can't use as much horsepower if the car's not handling as much. Do you think that maybe and this is being a big topic, but these cars and how twisted these bodies look and how crazy they've become as far as all that, aerodynamic and everything else, and as far as the suspension on them, do you think it's become a little bit too much?
Well, evidently you haven't been on ripping the lip lately. We bring this up. We bring this up all the time.
I know you have. That's why I'm bringing it up here.
Dave, what it is, man, now you got shock specialists. You got tire specialists. Like the super teams like JD. You got a guy designated for shock. You got a guy designated for tire. I mean, you got specialists now. These cars have gotten so engineering. There's not, you can't, there's no more. Okay, let's take CJ Rayburn, for instance. Let's take CJ Rayburn. If CJ Rayburn, back then, building cars right out of his own shop and everything, you really can't do that nowadays, Dave. You can't do it because you got motors coming from Clements or Cornette or whatever. You got shocks coming from Penske or Bilstein or whatever. Everything is a shot game, and I wish we would take the engineering out of the racing. You take the engineering out of the racing, guess what? Oh yeah, you have more racing.
Yeah, but how do you?
So it's gotten so doggone so dependent on the engineering side. Because everything right now is shot game.
But how do you put that genie back in that bottle? And that's where it comes in so hard for the super guys, especially the asphalt guys and other classes of dirt. Even it's okay, but super stuff has been so open for so long that people don't like rules. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast right now. They don't like rules. They didn't like it when the droop rule stuff come in effect. A lot of guys did not like that. Some did. But they don't like rules. It's like, let's just leave it open. Let us do what we need to do. And it's like, no. I think at some point it starts hindering the sport more than it's helping. Now, I'm not saying they're in a bad place by no means. I just want to see. I want to see all of it.
Better racing. We all want better racing.
We want the better racing. And we want to thrive,
and we want to cut the cost down. I've been barking up this tree for a month now. I've been doing this. Anything to do to save these guys money. Let's scale back. The scale back we have to scale back. Scale back.
Yep.
Don't get me started with the bodies like you said. Oh, the noses, the side.
Dude, I so wish they would do something to make it a little bit more symmetrical.
Me too. Yes. Yeah, give me templates. Yeah. Let's do like NASCAR. Give me templates.
Let's take it back to early 2000s. Those cars were plenty fast, but they were straight for the most part, anyway.
Yep. Absolutely. So hold on. Y'all talk for a minute. I got something to show you. Hold on.
Hey, Dave. I don't know if I think I missed it earlier. Who won that Lancaster race?
Oh God, who won it? He's gonna tell us. Who did win it?
I didn't hear him
just
say
had
that. I heard him say.
And the bad thing
I heard
is,
him
I
say
know
Bobby.
it. Oh God,
Because
there we go.
CMC right run Duck River,
that is
Bobby won Smoky Mountain.
I like that shirt. And
Let's go back to this body style right here.
That's right. Who won Lancaster? I completely had a brain fart.
Oh, well, I was going to tell you, Big B at 13, 11
That's
out of
right.
13.
That's right.
11 out of 13. All right, another question I have for you,
Ben
Dave.
Watkins.
When's the last time you seen a driver dominate one racetrack?
Well, it depends what we're talking about. But as far as dirt side,
No, any side. Any side.
I can name a couple around here. As far as at Florence and Dillon, I can name a couple that put on a pretty good deal. But other than that, I haven't seen a ton of it. Everybody's been kind of competitive for the most part lately.
So you haven't seen a driver, just come in there and just dominate. When he shows up, okay, there's your winner right there.
I will say right now, far as if we go in Charger car, just because I'll pay attention obviously a lot to it. Florence or Dillon, little Ricky Locklear, typically been pretty dominant over the past couple of years. Okay. I'll go back to Ed. I'll go back to Ed Gibbons or something. He that was a place Ed built, man. Yes, for sure.
And I did see. You remember G.R. Smith when he raced?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was helping G.R. Smith when he ran. Well, I mean, but we went up to Bristol and I helped G.R. Smith the first year up at Bristol up there. I was crewing for him all weekend.
You mean the 2001?
No, I'm sorry, not that one. When it came back.
Okay. XR.
Yes.
Okay, all right. 10-4. David helped GR then?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't go up there to do that, but he had one guy with him, and we just kind of jumped in and ended up working the whole weekend. Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to see GR again. I'm gonna ask him about that.
He ain't gonna remember it.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think. He may, but it was me, Derek McGrew Sr., and my buddy Sterling. We all kind of jumped in there. And
really?
You remember that, Cale?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow. Hey, Cale, when's the last time you seen a driver that does what Ben's doing down here in Lancaster? Have you seen a driver just dominate a track, just come in there and say, "Oh, there's your winner tonight"?
Well, for a couple of years there was Eldora with JD, but no, not really. Other than that,
yeah, Ben is Ben's on a roll up at Lancaster.
He owns that place, bro.
Wasn't Huddy in that race?
Yeah, I was watching the lap times, man. I was watching monitor. Huddy actually was fastest, but it was like 7 laps to go. It was actually fastest car on the racetrack, but he just ran out of time.
I think they were doing some serious experimenting this past weekend.
Anytime you see that 6 car, buddy, that's R&D.
I promise you.
Didn't they leave Smoky Mountain, go back to the shop in North Carolina, change the motor?
That's why they were late.
Went to second line. Yeah,
that's why they were late. They were fashionably late. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. They were very late.
They pulled a Bloomquist rolling in there.
Not that late.
Not that late.
No, not that late.
Dude, let me tell you something. You talk about that, and it's funny because it was Lancaster, and it was that last race. Me and Sterling had went up. I think we passed Lancaster, went on up to Rock Hill. I think it was. Went to Hooters to go eat. Got us some smoked wings. And come back, and we're behind a hauler, and it was black. It was just a black eye, and I was like, who was that? And I'm trying to figure it out. It was Scott. He was early that day. He was like one of the first ones in the parking lot.
And this is a Lancaster?
Yes. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what happened? Did they tell him Did he think he was supposed to be here yesterday or something, and he's just showing up? I mean,
Oh my God, that's funny. Wow, what race was that, man?
that was the one the same night that you was chugging with Boom.
Okay, the one of Outlaws race.
Yeah, because we followed him right in, and we were early there.
So I was 2017, 16, 17?
No. That was 20.
19.
Was it 19?
Was it 19?
It was before you started your podcast, wasn't it?
No. I'd already started a podcast, so it had to be 20
So it
or
had to be
21.
20.
21, really?
Yeah, had to be 20 or 21.
I gotta look that up. Wow, okay. I gotta look that up. All right, Dave, I got one more for you.
What you got?
Cale, get in here. Get in here.
Come on.
If you were to build a racetrack right now from scratch, okay? From scratch.
Mm-hmm.
What track would you configure it after?
I know the answer to this one already for me.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cale. I'll let you go first on this one.
Go. I like one like Fairbury, small, where they got to use the whole track. They go up top or they go down low. I don't know. That's one. I know you like that because I hear you all the time talking about it. But the racing is just so good there.
Yeah, man. That's it. There's no other answer. That's it.
Oh, yes, there is. There is
There is
one more answer. There is another answer.
Okay.
Dublin.
Oh, yeah, I do like that. Wide turns.
Yes.
What was that for?
Where's that at?
Was that 4/10?
That was 4/10.
Wide turns.
That was in North Carolina. You have to look it up, Cale. That was the rattlesnake.
Yeah.
They closed it down a few years back, but that was they had some good facilities were awful at that track. they were terrible, but it put on some of the best racing ever.
You're right about that. You are right about that, buddy. God,
Look at that. What was the name of the racetrack?
Dublin Motor Speedway.
Okay.
Yep, the rattlesnake.
The rattlesnake.
The rattlesnake. Yep. You know what? Doggone, they got a doggone what you call it? Grape orchard there now, man.
I looked at the Google Maps the other day and it looked like just trees growing everywhere.
Well, you can. I don't know where Sniper told me it's coming back. I don't know. That's what he said. I do not know.
I heard. I mean, that may be true, and I hope he's right. But I heard the guy after the guy got killed there in a what was it, a little 4-cylinder or what they consider a U car or something like that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's when they closed it down.
What?
Yeah, he honestly was just driving like an idiot, and they rolled one of them little U cars, I think it was, and it didn't have a cage worth of crap in it, and he ended up dying a couple weeks later.
Oh I did not know that.
And from what I gathered, they hit the owner pretty hard with the insurance stuff, and he said there would never be another racetrack there.
What is his name? Richard or something like that? Richard, is that right? I forget his last name.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I did not know that, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. I got one more for you, Dave.
What you got?
Okay. Are they going to be called Crown Vics, Cop Stocks? Now they're called, oh, goodness gracious, I forgot. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, gosh.
I heard the name the other day, too. And I was like, what why we keep checking?
Oh, God. I forgot what they called them Saturday night. I said, okay, how many names are we going to give these guys?
I don't know.
What are we going to go with? Crown Vic, Cop Stocks?
I'm just like Crown Vic. Just Crown Vic.
There you go.
I mean, Cop Stock isn't bad. I get that. I mean, that's not
bad.
bad.
A great show. It did Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
How many names, bro?
Dude, I am begging them to get some down here at Florence and Dillon, and because let me tell you my thought on those.
All right, lead on me.
That is the modern day street stock.
Yes. Oh, I remember them days. I remember them days.
That is one of the only cars that is a rear wheel drive that you can still go in the junkyard and find and find parts for. You can't find them for a 83, 84 Monte Carlo anymore. You can't find them for a 79 Camaro anymore. There's none to be had in a junkyard anywhere. So that is the modern day street stock.
Totally agree.
Now, what's going to be fun is when they start running low on them, and we start getting Chargers.
Oh, would that be something? Would that be something?
I mean, it's the natural next step, ain't it?
Wow.
What are you gonna call that?
Sign me up. Sign me up.
I don't know, but I want to drive it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to the guy who won. Listen to this now. The guy who won Saturday night in Crown Vic. He won at East Lincoln that afternoon. Colonel Lancaster won again.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yes, and won an extra $200. So he won $700.
That's cool.
That's the class that we need a sponsor. That Chicken Bone Alley needs a sponsor.
Get Racing Jason behind the wheel of one. How about that?
What's that?
Get Racing Jason behind the wheel of one.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
But no, they got a good class of them at Sumter now. I know. So
you got to cut off your sleeves though.
I'm good with it. Just rip it
I got to
off.
cut my sleeves off?
Yeah, that's the Cletus McFarland thing.
Oh, yeah.
They got the Freedom 500 coming up here April the 5th, 4th, 5th, something like that.
Where's that held at? What track is that?
That is at the Freedom Factory down there in Bradenton.
Bradenton, okay.
Yep. He bought all that track down there and stuff. So
wow, didn't know that either.
Our buddy Butterbean's gonna be running in it. Greg Biffle that we had on the show a few weeks ago is gonna be running in it. Corey LaJoy.
Really?
Corey LaJoy's running in it.
What's the date on this?
April. I can't remember if it's 4th or 5th. It's one of the two.
I think it's the 5th on that Saturday.
Is it the 5th? It may be. That sounds about right. You're going to have to check that out. Now, what's so cool about at the Freedom Factory, yeah. But what's so cool about it is they put a bottle of nitrous in theirs. And you get so much nitrous to use over that 500 laps.
Oh, my. I guess the biggest bottle they got, right?
No, they just put a small bottle. You just got to use it very strategically.
Okay. The Freedom Factory 500. Yeah, I'm going to check that out, bro. You know what? Is that streaming anywhere? Do you know?
Yeah, they got it streaming somewhere. I can't remember where. I have to look it up.
I can't remember where he said they're streaming it at, but
I can't either.
Doesn't Cletus own all those cars?
Yes, Cletus owns all of them. They just let them come down there and paint them.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah, because Butterbean was talking about the other day. He said he gets to go down there a couple days early and paint his own car.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Oh, this is a throwback, Jason. You might remember this. Our buddy Matt Grantham says he misses over here at Florence Motor Speedway. Now, this was after you went, but you probably heard about it when they had the class called the Cruiser Bruisers.
The hearse.
Yes.
I remember the hearse. Taxi cab, the hearse,
yes.
A pickup truck. Yes, I remember that.
It was run whatever you could.
Yes, sir.
And in the middle, and the rules changed as the race went on.
That was the original Enduro.
Yes.
That was the original Enduro, man.
Charlie would stop in the middle of the race, invert the field. All of a sudden, he'd tell him to turn around and go backwards.
Back the other way. Go back the other way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God almighty. Good old days there, man. That's the good old days. You know that?
I remember being down the pits one night, and a boy in that class spun out off of turn 4, and he hit the end of pit road wall. And you didn't have to have actual racing anything in the car. You wore a helmet, but the seatbelt broke, and it just threw him to the other side of the car. It was bad.
Did he get hurt? Did he get hurt?
No. I think it kind of knocked him a little silly there for a little while. He ended up getting out of the car. He was good to go.
Wow. Wow. Did not. Oh, yeah, I wasn't there for that one that night.
Yeah, that was a fun class though.
Yeah, I remember that.
That hearse was rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wish.
All right, I did something else, bro.
What you got?
I don't know. Ask me. What you got?
I don't know.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you go to Eldora any?
I went last year for the world.
To the world?
Yes, sir.
You gonna go to the Dream this year?
I'm sorry?
You gonna go to the Dream this year?
I'm world all the way because I hate that. I'm trying to get to the North South. Never been to the North South. I want to go to the Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. They probably never get me out of there, but I want to go to the Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. They probably have to close, lock up, turn the lights off, and I'll still be in there. You know what I mean? But I want to go to the Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. So the North South and the Dream are so close together. That's what's killing it. That's what's killing me. But I'm trying to get to the North South. I'm trying to get to the Eldora of the world. But I will be Cale. Have you ever been to the PDC?
No. I want to so bad.
Cale.
Me and David need to go.
Gotta get you to February. Just one time, man. I've been telling Dave this. You got to get to February. You have got to experience this for yourself. Because you wouldn't believe it.
I want to race legends there.
It's just hard to believe.
Whew.
I want to race legends there with the late models.
Hey, get you to modified. How about that?
That's what we need to put Cale in. We need Cale in a modified.
Too old for all that, bro.
Run against McKinney, Kenny, and all them guys. Will Krupp, get you in a modified.
Ooh. I don't know about all that, bro. I got to try to win in a legend car first.
Oh, you gonna win this weekend, man? What you talking about?
Shoot, I wish.
You got to send him a Racing Jason shirt first. So.
I got to get one of them.
What is right here? Yeah, you gonna win, bud. Ask my buddy Trey Mills. I gave him a Racing Jason hat. He came in third his first race with it at Swainsboro.
Bar.
Right.
I want to go down there too. I want to go down to some of those South Carolina, Georgia tracks.
That place is awesome. That place is absolutely freaking awesome. Oh, Dave. Yeah, Dave. It's going to be interesting this weekend, man, to see who all's running where, who ain't where, and all that good stuff when, Lucas is Atomic in Brownstown and the Warden of Outlaws is at Swainsboro.
You are correct. And something that we brought up last week kind of looked like it was taking effect again when the Thriller, Cade Dillard, announced he was not going to Smoky Mountain. And, a few of them guys said effectively they'll not be running for points because they weren't showing up.
They knew it was going to rain. Can you blame them guys, man?
No, I can't blame them at all.
I was talking to Huddy at the driver's meet. I was talking to Huddy before Kelly started. And I said, man, I know it don't affect you because, you run the Lucas and everything. I said, man, but them guys coming all the way from Midwest to Tennessee knew it was going to rain Saturday. He said, man, how about Brent Larson from Minnesota? I said, there you go right there.
Yeah.
I said, there you go right there, Huddy. I mean, they should have made a call. It's like me and Huddy said. I said, man, they should have made a doggone call by Wednesday. Know it's going to rain. Man, they need you as a director. I said, oh, what do I sign? Who do I need to talk to? He said, talk to Steve Francis. I said, oh, well, yeah, we tight.
Might as well skip that.
But they should have made a call that Wednesday, man, knowing it was going to rain Saturday, bro.
Even if, made a call, hey, we're going to run, even if track come up, hey, we're going to run Friday night, but it's not going to be Outlaws race or something like that. Something. Because like we talked about last week, I mean, it just sucks that guys that are good and can run up front in this series because they miss one race for whatever reason, you're just done.
It's unbelievable. They should not be penalized. They should not penalize anybody for that, man. Nobody. They should not be penalized at all. That's. I mean, I love the Outlaws. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I'm an Outlaw guy all the way, but that's just, I don't know. They should have done something else, man. I don't know.
I concur.
Not blaming anybody, but something could have been done anyway.
You're right.
All right. What else I got here, bro? Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it.
Right.
Oh! One more thing. RTJ is making this announcement tomorrow. What series he's going to win? So I was kind of inboxing him today at work, and I got he's going to run open wheel modifieds full time.
I believe that. I believe that's the exact answer you got too.
I said crates. He said no, open. I figured open motors. I said open. I said open wheel modifieds. He said yeah, that's it. I said I knew it.
I figure he's running Hunt in front.
Well, he told me that last week, so I've been trying. I've been trying to squeeze it out.
All right, so if you have to guess, or do you have any knowledge of? Do you honestly have any knowledge where he's going? You think?
No, I do not. All I know is he was leaning. This was as of last week. Don't know which one. He was leaning 75% to one series to the other.
Okay. What do you think? Where do you think he's going?
Think or hope?
Think.
I think he's going Lucas, but God, I hope he goes Outlaws. Can you imagine him and Pierce in the same series?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see it. That'd be a
dream. That will be a dream. Pierce and RTJ and Hoffman and Gustin on the same series? Man, sign me up.
I think he's going Lucas. I think
I think there's more competition on the Lucas side.
Ooh. You just struck a nerve, Cale.
Did I?
Well, no. I mean, okay. Let's do this right here. You got your Outlaw guy. You got your best Outlaw guy, Pierce. You got your best Outlaw Lucas guy, Ricky Thornton Jr. All right, pretty level right there. All right. Second guy, I will put JD up there against maybe Hoffman. Maybe Gustin, just as good. So that's kind of level right there. Then you got Garrett Albertson. I would put Hoffman up there or Brian Shirley up there. Well, Shirley ain't got no bad luck. Shirley runs good, but he won 4 in a row last year.
Yeah,
so, right. I mean, it's still a pretty level field. To me, I don't know. I have to give the edge to Lucas a little bit, but not by much. Not by much at all.
I still wish we do like I said a few weeks back. Let's take top 3 in at the end of the year. Let's end the seasons a little bit earlier. Let's take top 3 in World Outlaw, top 3 in Lucas, top 3 in Hunt in Front, whatever. Let's make a 30-car field, whatever series. Thanks, y'all got good guys.
Comp Cam, Ultimate, Carolina Clash.
That's right.
What else you got?
Whoever. Let's make a 5-race all-star series out of it.
Lucas got to win it.
we'll have to end up. You have to end up at Charlotte because you're close to everybody. So you have to end up at Charlotte. But I don't know where to start.
I don't know.
Maybe start February. Work your way east. I don't know.
That's right. Something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love to see that. Oh my God, bro! I would love to see that.
Which that'd be great. Is essentially what Flow Racing Night in America wants to be. Essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. If you get down to the north south or Eldora, man, holler at me or I'll holler at you. We can hook up down there.
Absolutely, my brother.
Because that's just a couple hours for me.
Let me get you to February.
I want to.
Cale's missing Portsmouth.
That's like 10 miles for me.
Portsmouth. Oh, okay.
Not saying anybody loved the track. It was just close to home for him.
I just want to race there because it's so close.
But I don't know what happened. Portsmouth used to be great. What happened to Portsmouth?
What happened? It probably flooded again. That's probably what happened.
Oh, dude, it's still flooded.
He's going around on his jet ski just still.
Hey, somebody did that in 2020. You remember that, David?
I got scared that night we was there. That thing looked like it was steadily coming up. I was like, man, this river's way too close.
Oh, God. This ain't East Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you worry about the tide moving in that little river. I mean, I say little river. It ain't a little river. That's a big old river. You worry about the tide moving in it, you're just going to wash out the whole racetrack.
Man.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Wow.
Well, cool, man. Well, dude.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you again, as always. So what you watching this weekend?
I'm going to Swainsboro, bro.
Swainsboro.
I'm taking off Friday. I'm leaving early. I'm gonna get to the track by lunchtime, by noon. I'm leaving. I'm taking off. I'm gone.
Who's winning?
I'm monitoring the weather. I have not looked. Don't jinx me. I'm gonna start looking at it Wednesday.
Looks good. Looks good.
Does it really?
Looks good.
Okay.
Looks good.
So I should go ahead and book my room then. Okay.
Do it. Who's winning?
Swainsboro?
Yeah. Call it.
Who's gonna win Swainsboro?
While you're thinking, you know why I don't like the World Outlaws?
What's
as
that?
much as Lucas, because I can't watch them. I mean, I'm not paying Dirt Vision's big money to, you know what I mean? That's why I follow Lucas on Flow, because it's so much cheaper. That's why I watch them so much.
I don't mind paying $40 a month for Dirt Vision, because look what all you get, man. You get the Hell Tour, you get World of Outlaws, you can get the sprint cars, except for Knoxville, but you get local tracks like Eustis, which is a gem of a track, Beaver Dam, which is pretty good. I mean, excuse me, I love Dirt Vision, and I ain't got to worry about this. Not knocking Flow, I'm not knocking Flow, but I don't get this inopportune commercials. I do not miss that at all. This ain't no lie. I've been watching Dirt Vision so long. This is like late last year. I've been watching Dirt Vision so much with the Hell Tour and everything. I turned into a doggone Lucas race, and the announcers were talking about something really intriguing, kind of cool. All of a sudden, bam, commercial. I was like, God, I won't miss this.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to do that 1 month thing, maybe when the Hell Tour is going on, where you get a bunch of races in.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll have to check it out.
I'm just letting you know.
The tracks in your area in the Midwest, man. Oh my, that black dirt. Oh my God, bro, sign me up.
Just letting you know.
River
coming up.
Yeah,
not
Spoon River, Island, Fairbury. Oh my, come on, Farmer City, man. Come on, bro.
Well, just letting y'all know. Not that I'm sponsored by them or anything like that, but you can check out Ultra Racing broadcasts to get Lakeview this weekend.
What is it?
Ultra Racing.
Ultra Race. Okay.
That is now Florence Motor Speed. That's it's new. It's new. I'm just letting y'all know. We've talked about it on here before. But it's Florence Motor right now. Florence Motor Speedway's under it. Southern National's under it, and Lakeview is under it.
Southern National Raceway. I thought you meant Southern National's Ray Cook. Okay, Dave. Another question for you. Now we brought this up. Thank you, Cale. Do we have too many streaming services? Do we have too many?
At the expense of making my good friends over at Florence Motor Speedway mad with the new Ultra Racing broadcast, I think it's getting a little saturated. I think the market is getting a little saturated.
Here's why I say that, Dave. Here I am last Friday night, get home from work and everything, you know. Man, I'm going to watch Comp Cams tonight on Flow, and nothing else going on. I'm ready. All of a sudden, Arrowhead TV. What? I ain't even heard of Arrowhead TV. So I was like, okay, well, there goes my plans for tonight.
Yeah, I've never heard of Arrowhead TV either.
Either.
Yeah, and I've heard some reasoning, so that's why I can't necessarily blame some of these people. I've heard some reasoning because a lot of them were on Flow Racing, a lot of them were on dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've heard some reason. I'm not going to necessarily go into it because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus of what the reasoning is. But they've had a lot of reasons to pull away from Flow and other ones, we'll say. And per the track and you know, trying to do something like that, I can't necessarily blame them. But it's tough for the customer. The customer right now is the one that's kind of on the losing end of it. The consumer is losing right now because we used to have kind of one spot that we went to for, whether it be flow or whether it was dirt or, whatever. I mean, we just don't have that one spot anymore. It's so hard to find everything. And what's so bad, it's not just them. Let's go even to NASCAR level. Okay, every Xfinity race is on the CW. It's great. Every truck race is on FS1. Great. Where's the Cup race this weekend?
Who knows?
It might be on Fox. It might be on FS1. We're going to have to watch practice and qualifying, if you want to watch it, on Amazon Prime.
I knew it. I knew that was going. I knew it. I said to the guy about 3-4 years ago, I said, you watch what I tell you, NASCAR, you're going to have to pay for that stuff, man. I said, you're going to be on Netflix.
And I don't necessarily I don't mind if it was all on Prime or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But having to go everywhere.
How can you find it? In other words,
you literally got to. I got, if I want to pull up a race on the weekend now, I've got to get on my NASCAR. I'm just saying, just NASCAR, for example. I got to get on my NASCAR app, scroll through it, see where the race is, hope a rain delay didn't happen. That way they didn't change the channel, to FS2 or something that nobody has.
That's another one.
So, I don't know. This little they had to put out a statement about this. Even though, just throw it, since we're talking about TV stuff, Xfinity Series, like I said, is solely on the CW, which is great. Well, in the Atlanta area, because the CW is, what do they consider that? Broadcast TV? You can basically get on an antenna. It's broadcast TV, right? Well, because it's that, they have local affiliates. Well, in the Atlanta market, they didn't think NASCAR was important enough. Let's put on a Braves spring training game when the white flag came out. And then this past week at Las Vegas, they did not show it at all in Atlanta. They just showed another Braves spring training game. While the rest of the CW.
Yeah, how can you do that?
I don't know.
If you got a contract with to me, isn't NASCAR supposedly bigger than a spring training Braves game?
I would hope it is. I mean, I like the Braves myself, but I would hope it's bigger than a spring game. I could see maybe, competing against the World Series or something, and all right, we got to show the World Series. Okay, I get that. A spring game? Nah.
Wow. A Braves spring game right now is bigger than a NASCAR race. Hello, Atlanta. Well, okay.
Hey, David.
Yo.
I kind of got Jason off the subject of who's going to win this weekend.
You did.
By saying the Dirt Vision
so who's
thing,
winning at Swainsboro?
a
You got him out the ditch. Now we're going back in the ditch. Who's winning Swainsboro? Swainsboro.
Pierce. 2-2. How about that?
I can follow that.
Oh, I did some fishing.
Cale shaking head. No.
No,
I'm just saying. I mean, I think he's right because I mean, who's gonna beat him? I mean, he's clearly the best in that series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I did some fishing Saturday. I told Drake Troutman. I said, all right, good luck tonight, man. I see you Saturday at Swainsboro. What? Don't know about that quite yet. I'll be.
Come on, Drake.
Troutman's like this right here on Atomic in Swainsboro. So, but Madden. I asked GR about Chris Madden. They buried his father and everything. Right. So Madden's doing better. He was not at Lancaster Saturday, which I didn't look for him to be there, but he will be at Swainsboro this coming weekend. So,
gotcha.
So still keep Chris Madden in our prayers.
For sure. All right, man. Well, good deal.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's it.
I reckon so.
All right, Cale. Good luck this weekend at Atomic, bro.
We were not at Atomic until April 5th with the World Outlaws.
Oh,
This weekend's Lucas.
not bad. That's right, Lucas. That's right.
Yeah, but thanks anyway. Yeah.
You going to Atomic though? You going to Atomic?
No, because I'm going to a comedy show. I'd already bought my wife that for Christmas, so I'm going to do that. So.
Yeah, well, do the wife thing. All right. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. Hey man. Hey, they keep our wheels spinning, but we got to take care of the women. All of y'all in y'all's lives, man. Make sure they happy.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Hopefully, we'll see you soon at Florence in Kentucky or Eldora or something.
Yes, sir. Hey, if I get that way, man, look me up. If you on Twitter, follow me, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
get on there.
All right.
All right, Jason. We appreciate you, buddy. This is
all right, Dave. Appreciate you. Have a
See you,
good rest,
bud.
my brother. Cale, have a good rest of the week, my brother.
You too, sir.
Take it easy.
Y'all
All right,
be good.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been
Later.
The Dirt with Racing Jason.
That's the dirt tonight.
The Dirt. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But since it was so long, let me go into some of this real quick while we're here. Before we go too much farther here, Cale.
Yep.
Got to throw out my good buddy Skylar Whitfield. Y'all go check him out. 19th there at Molly Darcy's Irish Pub in North Myrtle Beach. 21st at the Island Bar Surfside in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. 22nd, Flynn's Irish Tavern there in North Myrtle Beach. So y'all go check out our good buddy Skylar Whitfield, and let's go to a couple reads here from our sponsors.
Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, our good friends over at ProFab Headers and Exhaust. ProFab Headers and Exhaust. They are quality that wins, and that is their slogan because it is 100% true. Y'all go check out ProFab Headers and Exhausts. Cale's got some good old ProFab headers on his
some new ones.
On his new MT-09 on that legend car. Did you happen to see, by chance, our friend Andy's post he put on Facebook the other day? They took a set of legend car headers and put them in their tumbler and polished them.
I remember you talking about it. I have not seen it.
You have to check it out. Man, they look good. So that's just one of the services they can provide at ProFab Headers and Exhaust. If you got a if you got a set of exhaust, it still works great because them ProFab headers, they don't go bad. So they still work great. But you want to freshen up that look, you can send them back, have them retumbled, and they will polish right up to brand new. So go check out our good friends over at ProFab Headers and Exhaust. Also, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, guys. Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Got you covered. Don't matter what kind of racing application you need. We talked about it earlier. CT525, he is your supplier. Any other crate motor. So y'all y'all go check out our good friend Earl Ramey. Get you some time on that chassis dyno. Also, real quick, Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Go check them out. They got a huge selection of all kind of clothing, apparel to cover you from head to toe. A brand they got out right now that they're really promoting, Local Boy and Local Girl. Y'all go check them out. See what all they got. Go see them right here in Florence, South Carolina. Darlington Race Week coming up not too long. So if you're in town, swing by our good friends over at Dixie Made. All right. Well, Cale.
Yes, sir.
I guess we hadn't. We got a few minutes more. We done run kind of long tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, sir, but sorry at the same time.
That's all right.
But we got our little NASCAR fantasy stuff going on. Cale's beating our tail right now.
No.
I'm not. You're not?
No.
Sure?
I'm only yes.
Are you
I'm only
sure?
I was only ahead of Sterling by 2 after this week.
I was horrible this week. I fell way behind this week. I had some bad picks. I had my typical thing that goes on. If I pick them, they wreck or something happens. I picked Kyle Busch. You know, he had a fine time for his wheel to leave him.
Uh-oh.
What was the deal? I don't know if you watched any of it, but there was a rash.
No, I didn't.
There was a rash of loose wheels, and I don't understand it. It is like there will be one race every year that all of a sudden is just ton of loose wheels. And this was the race. I mean, there was 2 wheels that came off, completely came off. Christopher Bale had one of the smartest, his crew chief made one of the smartest calls. They had an early pit stall, and they knew as soon as they left that they had a wheel, the left front wheel was loose. He told him on the radio, told the spotter to guide him to one of their teammates' pit stalls. So they pulled down to Chase Briscoe's pit stall, I think it was, pulled in there, and they tightened up the left front for him. The penalty for that is pitting outside of your box. You go to the end of the longest line. He was going there anyway. So that was
smart move.
Smart move. You think NASCAR is going to make that illegal?
I think so.
I feel like there's going to be, I mean, it's already obviously a penalty in the longest line.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's going to be more of a penalty coming up.
I think so.
They're going they can't rewrite it this year, but if it happens, especially down the road, that's going to get changed, and there's going to be some language change there. It might be a 1-lap penalty or something, I feel like. So, but man, I feel like we're just beating a dead horse with this single lug nut, though.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Kyle Busch had a wheel come off, and it was down the back straight, and it was up against the wall. Fortunately, it did not leave the ground. There's no stands on the backstretch, so okay, all's fair, good, no big deal. What if that would have happened down the front stretch, and a car hits it and just launches that wheel into the stands?
Bad deal.
It's a horrible deal. So I understand why they're like, all right, well, we got to suspend somebody for it, and you're getting a fine. I get that, but the whole problem behind it is this one lug nut. We did not see wheels come off when there was 5. They might have been loose, but they were able to bring them into pits. Yeah, and make it back. If it gets loose now, it just comes off.
I like the 5 lug nuts, so you can. It's like a race in the pits for the teams. You know what I mean? Now it's just one lug nut. I mean, it's not really of a big of a race. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, get some competitiveness in the pits.
Well, and there is competitiveness. I think, but I think the pit stops is, we've talked about things getting too fast tonight. Pit stops are getting too fast on the Cup side. Yeah, and that's a problem. Let's say it like Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta, because that is their whole goal. They know they can stay out front. They just want to have the shortest pit stop ever. So they save fuel the whole time just so they can have a short pit stop. Well, the reason they can do this and still get it full is because they got to save the fuel. So by the time they get done with the wheels, the fuel's
done,
close enough to full. Well, if you had a little bit longer time on the wheel, they wouldn't be having to save fuel the whole time and need this because the fuel's going to get full before the wheels are done. I think that's what we need. We need the fuel done before the wheels are done. Now they can't get. It's hard to get. If the tank's empty, you got to wait on the fuel can, and they're not going to wait on the fuel can. So, I don't know.
I say go back to it.
I do too.
I don't like the. I don't like the single lug.
I don't either. I think the Xfinity series is more fun to watch as far as pit stops and stuff like that. So
yeah, I agree.
But Josh Berry got the 101st win for the Wood Brothers in the 21 car. That was pretty interesting. Another interesting fact about that, he is the first person that is a NASCAR Weekly Series winner. Basically, he was a NASCAR late model stock winner that has went on and won a cup race.
Interesting.
That is an interesting fact, and it is a sad fact to me too. That means we are, because I know the talent that is at some of these local tracks, especially, let's just say asphalt side. I mean, just because that's what we're talking about there. I know I know a lot of the talent that is there and how fast they can be, but they aren't getting the rides in Cup. Or not getting the rides in NASCAR, period. So it's a cool, a little bit of information, but it's a, in my opinion, it's sad at the same time. So
yeah.
Sparky Anderson says racing in all aspects, including dirt, has got down to milliseconds, and you are correct. It has. Everything has gotten down to so. Every little thing is so under a microscope now. You're right.
That's true.
And I don't know. I don't know how we, like I said earlier, I don't know how we put some of these genies back in the bottle. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing. I feel like if we could make the pit stop take a little bit longer, fuel will be done before tires, help a lot of things.
Right. I agree with that. Racing would be better, I think.
I do too.
Especially on green flag stops and stuff.
Yes, for sure. All right. Well, like I said, Florence Motor Speedway will be in action here this weekend. You can catch that on the Ultra Broadcasting. I'm trying to think what else. Lakeview will be in action. You can also catch that on Ultra. What you got? What you watching, Cale?
I'm probably watching Lucas at Atomic. While I'm at the comedy show, I'm gonna be having the Flow Racing on.
There you go. There you go. All right. Want to thank our good friends over at Fresh Chef, ladies and gentlemen. Our buddy Connor told me him and his dad stopped in at Fresh Chef last week, and they really liked it. So kudos to our friends up at Fresh Chef. If you're in the Race City area, go check out a Fresh Chef. Daily food and drink specials all in there, and it's good food, real good food. Also, our good friends are MPM Marketing, marketwithmpm.com. Head over today, talk with our good friend Tanya. She gets you set on the right path to be in this racing world. www.marketwithmpm.com. All right. What else you got, Cale?
Just got to get the car finished and hopefully get a test before we can, go racing on the 5th of August. 5th of April, excuse me.
Ooh, that's a long wait.
The 5th of April. Tristan, I'd like to get a test in, but we're going to try to have the car done by this weekend or early next week.
Cool. Who all you got on that legend ride this year that you want to thank?
I want to thank, of course, Soda Smiles, my wife's office, Casa Grande. That's a local Mexican restaurant. Enderley Designs. He does all my wrap and all my stickers and stuff for the car. Impressive Studios does all the photography work for my wife's office. A coffee, Adam's Flying Pig Coffee House here locally. I picked up a new one the other day called Whamco. It's a cleaning and lube for cars and motorcycles or whatever. Yeah, it was a good one. Thank Cliff Bird at On the Spot Auto Repair. They're in Cincinnati. Oh, I got a good one. Chicken Bone Alley.
Hey,
thanks for always being on the car. Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us on the car.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Cliff Bird, what's up with Nicholas here? What's he up to?
You remember Josh Dietz?
Yep.
Josh started his own building late models company called Velocity Race Cars.
Oh.
And Nicholas has the very first one made, and they tested it last week at Florence, and said it was handled really good, and so they're pretty excited. He's already sold 6 of them.
Wow!
So he's got Nicholas's done, and they're working on the second and third one right now, and then I think the 4th one is coming out of powder coating, I think, and then the 5th one is going to be Josh's actual car.
Sweet.
And then I think they got 6 of them sold. That's including Josh's.
Nice.
So,
I do want to ask something, and I ain't trying to throw a damper on anything. Did you happen to see, this was up closer to your way, and I don't remember the 2 groups, but apparently there was some, okay. You tell it then, because you know it better than I do.
Were you talking about the Burdette thing?
Yes, in the mall.
In the mall?
Yeah.
I don't know the full details. I just know that that sprint car series messed with their display up there in the mall. So, and they just decided to pull their car out.
That is, I don't care who's watching right now. That is 100% childish. If you go mess with the display of another race car series, or obviously it was a racer, and their display is obviously their race car plus probably some other things. We are all in racing together. That's what I told Levi. I was like, we're the sport is not, I don't know if it's dying, but we need to stick together and try to help it grow. And when you do that, you're beating it down. Yes. There was plenty of room for all of them at that mall. And I heard that, the promoter of the series was just talking teetotal trash to, who was that, Colton Burdette?
Yeah, late model, yeah.
Yeah. And, talking about this is my show and I can have who I want up here and blah, blah, and all this other mess. And, dude, no, it ain't like that. You welcome, I promise you, any race car in that building, I don't care if it had been another sprint car, a late model, I don't care if it would have been an asphalt car, it would have helped your series.
Yeah.
So
the kids love seeing all those race cars. I don't care what kind of car it is. They love seeing race cars.
Exactly.
To me, that's what it's all about. If we can get the kids loving this, maybe down the road, they'll be in one.
That's right. So, people, don't act like that. Mall shows are our good friend Boo Carlisle down here. That is his favorite thing in the world, was the old race car mall shows that we don't have down here anymore. Obviously, there's still a few going on up there. Don't kill it. That's a dying thing, and it was so cool.
Yeah.
So
that was like an hour from here in Athens, Ohio.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, well, dude, I sure appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun, as always. We'll have to do it again soon, man.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, and good luck with your racing season. And me and you talk pretty regular, but just good luck with everything, and be excited to see you get that baby in victory lane with your Racing Jason hat on.
There you go. As always, brother. Same to you. All right, guys. Well, we sure appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight, and I reckon I will see y'all next week. Have a good one.
Later.